thank you very much for agreeing to be interviewed. And for me, like you are an icon of EPIET, you know, so you've been with EPIET for the longest time I can imagine. You were a fellow in the cohort before mine, so you were one of the first people I got to know when I came into the program. And you have been involved with the program ever since. Later, when you went back to Greece, you were a supervisor of the fellows. You came as a facilitator to modules. You then became an EPIET coordinator. So you've been with the program for a very long time. What is one of your favorite memories of EPIET?
Thank you for this. Well, first of all, there are many other people that have a long history in EPIET.
Yeah.
Not just me, of course. I think this program is full. My experience is full of nice memories. It's every time I think there is always something nice to remember. I think the ceremonies, the graduation ceremonies, were really great. The fellows were happy. Everybody was happy. Also, the coordinators, the supervisors were also very happy that they contributed to the success of the fellows. So it was really, and they had nice videos and usually funny, and they created really a very, very nice atmosphere, family atmosphere, which is like what is really the spirit of EPIET actually, is the family spirit and an open spirit with constructive
very inclusive.
feedback. Yeah, very inclusive. I remember when I left, I went back to a module. They organized a surprise party for me.
The one in Cyprus?
That was in Cyprus, yes. And so they asked me they somehow persuaded me to go late. And then I remember that I entered the room and everybody was standing up and clapping, and I didn't know what was happening. And they had my name in my face on a cake. They had badges with my face, pictures everywhere.
Yes.
So it was really very nice. It was very touching as well. I think that my best memory being a coordinator was really the interaction with the fellows, and actually guiding talented young professionals was really a great experience, and it was really very, very rewarding and very fulfilling as experience. I will never forget that. And all the colleagues, all the coordinators
exactly.
were there, and they were really great colleagues and very talented people, also very dedicated people. I think this program is full. I mean, you have so many motivated, talented, dedicated people in this program. I mean, from the beginning, especially from the beginning, but also continuously, which makes this program what it is, a very successful program.
Yeah, something very, very special. How would you say that EPIET has helped you in your professional life?
Oh, I think EPIET was instrumental in it completely reshaped my professional life and possibly my personal as well. So first of all, it provided me with good skills and good competencies to be an independent epidemiologist. I think the vocational training was really very important. So as soon as I finished, when I finished EPIET, I did my EPIET in Ireland, in the south and in the north. So as soon as I finished, I got a job as a regional epidemiologist in public health England, thanks to EPIET. Then I moved to Greece and I went to work in the National School of Public Health in Greece and in the National Institute. And I got this job again thanks to EPIET. because they knew me from EPIET. Then I became a coordinator. Obviously, I got this job because I had done EPIET before, and now I work in the National Institute in France, and I got this job again thanks to EPIET. So really, my EPIET really reshaped my professional life. It really marked my professional life. It was really very instrumental. And I think this is the same. This is the same for many other people, many other alumni, I think.
I must say, I think what you are to all the fellows who have had you as a coordinator, you were much more than a coordinator. You were their friend. For me, you are the eternal fellow, because you belong in all the cohorts as, part of the fellows. And it's really amazing. For me, it's your vocation. I see this as, you are totally dedicated to this program.
I think
it's really
thank you very much. It's not just me. I think it's many people that are really dedicated to the program, and I think it's really contagious, because if you start with this and you see results, and you see how nicely you interact with the fellows, and how the fellows progress, and you contribute to this progress that they make, this is really a very nice feeling, very satisfactory feeling, also for you as a coordinator or as a supervisor.
Yeah, I totally agree. I think this is really what makes the difference in this program also.
And this is the same also with my supervisors, with my coordinators and things like that. The program, you always had this dedication, this great mentorship, and this is. And this is something that that is really unique in this program.
Yeah, and since we're talking about that, do you think EPIET as a program nowadays is still giving fellows the skills that they need, or do you think there are any skills or topics that are missing and that could be important to add to the curriculum of future fellows?
Well, I think the public health environment is changing, and it is going to change more in the future. I think now we live in the era of big data, so it is important for us epidemiologists, as fellows, to be able to have the skills to use this data, because these data are now more and more used even for surveillance purposes, not only for research. So this is an important skill for the fellows to have. I mean, the laboratory techniques have changed. Now we use whole genome sequencing. So the way the outbreaks are identified, that is different. So these are obviously some skills that the fellows could have. And then, in this outbreak, we saw how important is the contact tracing aspect, and how important it is to be able to implement and to use softwares that are important to document all the contacts and all the contact tracing procedures. So this is also something that has to be incorporated in the using geographical systems also is increasingly important, possibly geographical analysis as well. But I think the most important thing is that the fellows should be able, as epidemiologists as well, to implement public health projects. So to plan it operationally, and to go through all the life cycle of the project, because this is actually what we are asked to do in our everyday jobs. This implementation management, I think, is important. It's an important competency that the fellows should have, the public health implementation management.
How has EPIET contributed to the current COVID-19 response, in your opinion?
Well, I think, first of all, there are so many alumni in all the institutes, highly qualified alumni in all the public health institutes, also in the international organizations. So all these people have contributed greatly to the response, to the COVID response. Also, the networking is very important. For example, EAN created platforms where the alumni could easily exchange. So, and also if I needed something from another country, I would just call someone or email someone, one of the alumni or one of our colleagues, and I would have the answer immediately. Even people were extremely busy. So in these two aspects, I think the fellowship made a great contribution to this to the response to this pandemic as well. And hopefully politicians will realize that how important is the field epidemiology training programs, because we really need qualified epidemiologists in the future. Now,
and I think that you cannot give up on the basics, of surveillance, of case definitions. And I actually also, it's nice you mentioned the EAN platform in the beginning, and I thought it was amazing, what it brought together and what it enabled people across the world in many different countries to try to find some common denominator about how to classify things, about knowing how each country is dealing with it, how it is interpreting what it finds and everything. So I thought that was really amazing, and it's true. It's thanks to this program, and not only EPIET, but also the other FETPs around the world with whom EPIET has been also cooperating.
Exactly. So this is one of the main objectives of EPIET, to strengthen this cross-border collaboration. I think even in this example, also in the example of the pandemic, this worked really well.
Yeah.
Also many other instances.
So what is your birthday wish to EPIET for the next 25 years? What do you wish for EPIET?
Well, to grow much older and to grow, to keep up the good quality of the training. I think this is essential, and to be able to train highly qualified field epidemiologists, to help the development of the national FETPs, because I think these are also very crucial now. And to keep the same spirit, the same open spirit, the family spirit, constructive feedback.
Okay, Kostas. So thank you very much for your time and for your dedication, not only now to this interview, but for all the years you've dedicated to the program. And today I say it's much more than only my professional home. For me, like the best friends I have, I found in this network.
That's true.
And also having worked with you in the past years, you all in the coordinator team, it has been absolutely amazing. And for me, that is really like the benchmark of professionalism, of camaraderie, of team spirit and teamwork. For me, it was this team of coordinators and how we worked together in the past years. Absolutely amazing.
Completely agree with that. It was exactly the same with me as well.
You are